Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. As I said before in my last video, if you did watch it, I'm trying to do some more informative videos about places that we've travelled in the last year and a half, hopefully for it to be helpful for anyone that's looking to travel. A lot of my followers and subscribers are from people that are interested in travel from my last year and a half, and as we were coming towards our end of our kind of gap year and a half, I want to try and do some videos that hopefully will be helpful. Today I'm going to be talking about New Zealand and the best places, or our favourite places that we've visited in the South Island of New Zealand. We did 2 weeks travelling here in the South Island, and we've lived in the South Island for overall nearly a year. And we've gone to some places a few times. So hopefully this will give you a bit of an idea of where we visited, why we like it. And let me know if you are travelling to New Zealand anytime soon. We love the country and I'd love to answer any of your questions. Before we get started, make sure you give this video a massive thumbs up. Subscribe down below. I'm super close to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, let's get on with it. So I'm going to start off with the first place, which I've done before of things to do, but Christchurch, there's so much to do in Christchurch. I feel like Christchurch is quite a small city. It's definitely not massive, but I do actually really enjoy it. I definitely think it's good to go to for a couple of days if you are travelling, and probably not more than that. As a visitor, I'd say the main things to do are go to like Quake City and go to the museums, maybe go to the botanical gardens and go to Willowbank as well, so you can try and see a kiwi in the Nocturnal House. I actually really love it there. It's always a little bit of fun. But there's great food places in the main city. There's loads of food places. There's teppanyaki, there's Chinese, and there's also the Riverside Market, where there is just so many food places to eat. It is such a big destination to go. Me and Finn have been more times actually than I know now, and we still have not been to every single place. We love it there. There's a lot to do in terms of indoors. There's arcades, there's shopping centres, as I say, there's museums. So in that sense, as a visitor, it's really good for maybe a couple of days and learn about Christchurch. But apart from that, it's really great to live near. There's things to do like escape rooms, cinemas, shopping. There's things to do if you've got a day off like we do, and we can go to Christchurch. There's also cricket ground. Hagley Park is there to go watch cricket. There's rugby, go see the Crusaders play. Like, there's so much to do and more than people realise. Going on from Christchurch, there's actually a hidden little gem that I think is only an hour away from Christchurch towards the sea. Christchurch has beaches as well, and the gondola and stuff. But if you just go a little bit further, there is a place called Akaroa, and I think this is a little, as I say, hidden gem. So in Akaroa you can go on cruises to go and see seals, try and see penguins, and also see the smallest dolphins in the world, which are Hector dolphins. Me and Finn went on a day off one day, and it wasn't the best of weathers, but we managed to go and see dolphins jumping around, and it was really cool, really cool. Akaroa Dolphins, I think the touring place was great. We really enjoyed it, and that was definitely worth a visit because it's not something you see every day. The drive over there is windy, but it is beautiful. The scenery is incredible, and I can imagine on a sunny day just the sun reflecting off the sea, and it just being a really nice little cove. There's a few little shops there, and yeah, really nice to go for at least a day just to discover it a little bit more. But definitely if you're in Christchurch, go across and go see Akaroa. Now, if you go further, a little bit north of Christchurch on the coast, you go to Kaikoura. Kaikoura is a place we visited on our 2-week road trip around New Zealand, and we spent only a couple of days there, which I think that's all that was needed. It's a small town, again, not a whole lot to do, but the things about nature there and the things you can do surrounding nature are incredible. You can go swimming with dolphins, which our friends did, and they said it was incredible. We went in a plane and saw sperm whales and dolphins and everything up from that view, and that was something I really remember, like seeing we saw 2 or 3 sperm whales come up, and it was really cool. And yes, it's a small town, but the nature there is amazing. There's also a peninsula where you can go see the seals. Don't get too close. I have seen people get too close. Seals are part of nature. Don't mess with them, but go and admire them for sure. And the walk near the sea is really, really cool. Now, if you go all the way down towards the south, there is a place called Dunedin. Now, we've been to Dunedin twice now. We went first on our road trip and second to go see my friend Helena play in a rugby tournament for the England Roses, and that was really cool. That was a highlight. I'm so glad we went down just to go and see that. But Dunedin reminds me of Scotland. It reminds me of home. It reminds me a little bit of Edinburgh, and it just feels quite homely there. I think because a lot of people in like the 1800s, I think it was, immigrated from Scotland and took over Dunedin a little bit, and now all the architecture and stuff very much emulates that. Dunedin is also the home of Speight's, which is a really probably the most popular beer brand in New Zealand, and it was really cool to go see the original brewery. I can't say it, brewery, I'm sorry, I can't say it, but the brewery tour, I have to say it really quickly, was really good, really informative. We got to have a beer tasting at the end, and that was really cheap for what it was, so that was really good to go see. There's some really nice little cafes around the area as well, but yeah, it just had a nice feel to it, and definitely worth it if you are going towards that way, just to go see the Speight's brewery and just enjoy a couple of days there. There's also the only castle in New Zealand, which is mainly a manor house, but if you drive over that way, again, you go towards the coast, and it is actually really pretty. On the way down as well, there is Oamaru, where you can see penguins, and also there is a place called Shag Point, excuse the name, but you can't see seals there, and we did stop there just for the laugh, but you actually see seals there, which was really cool. So definitely a nice area to go to. Now, going all the way to the top of the South Island, there is a place called Nelson. Again, we went there twice. We went there with people who we were working with in the first month we were here, and then we went when we were travelling around. Nelson, we really did enjoy, actually. We spent a few days there, and the second time we went up, I think it was nice to go somewhere familiar. It's by the beach, which is a nice beach on a good sunny day. It's not too far from Abel Tasman, a big national park, where we actually haven't been, so I can't comment, but everyone says it's really cool that we know that have been there. It's good for mountain biking, it's good for hiking. You can go to the central point of New Zealand there and go for a little hike, and there is plenty of things to do there. We actually did have a good time. The second time we went, we literally stayed and had a little cozy day in a little Airbnb, but still enjoyed that going somewhere fairly familiar and that we kind of knew. There's also a car museum, which is quite cool, and also a good stopping point before going north via the ferry to the North Island. I'm saving the best till last, by the way. The next place to visit is Franz, Josef, which is also the Fox Glacier. Now, we are planning to go there again at the end of this stint of our working holiday. We went there the first time, and we actually couldn't go. The weather was bad. You can't really do anything there if the weather is bad, but if you do go and you want to spend a bit of money on some experiences, this is the place to go. You can go see the glacier and go see Mount Cook, which apparently is amazing. We know people that have done it, and we really would like to go on a helicopter ride to go and see that. You can also go on the highest skydive, I think, in the whole world. Or maybe it's just in New Zealand, but it's 20,000 feet. There's so many exhilarating things to do like that. It does cost a lot of money, but those are experiences you'll always remember, and I really hope we can go and do a helicopter ride and go and experience and see the glacier and see Mount Cook. 2 more places to go. Next place is Lake Tekapo and Pukaki. So these are 2 big lakes that are fairly near each other, about half an hour away from each other, and we have been to Tekapo and gone to see the lake a few times now. The lake on a good day is stunning. I remember going there for the first time, and it was a clear day, the mountains were still snowy. Amazing, and you can see Mount Cook from there as well, which is a really cool thing. Mount Cook is the biggest mountain in New Zealand. So if you want, in December the lupins come into bloom, and they are so pretty, but just be aware that they aren't anything you see on Instagram. It's not like these massive fields of lupins, but there are lupins around, and it just adds a bit of colour to the scenery. And if you drive to Queenstown from there, along that really nice drive, you just see lupins popping out, and it's so nice to see those bursts of colour. Again, super small little town, but in Tekapo you can also go to a stargazing experience, which is again something we would have liked to do, or would like to do, where apparently it's the best place you can go to see the clearest sky at night, so you can see the constellations and learn a bit more about the stars at the observatory, and that's something that would be really cool to do, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. Now guys, this is our favourite place ever. We've been there twice and we will go there again. It's Queenstown. Queenstown is our most favourite place we have visited in South Island, probably in the world. We just love it there. I feel like we go there and we feel at peace and we just enjoy it, and it's just a really nice vibe there. There's so much to do. There's so many exhilarating things to do. You can go on bungee jumps, you can go on skydives, you can go on jet skis, you can go on jet boat rides, you can go over to Shotover Canyon, you can go up Skipper's Canyon. There's so much to do. The surrounding areas are amazing as well. It's not just Queenstown. There's other places surrounding it which are so pretty. I love going to the lake on a sunny day. You just look at the lake and you're just in awe of it. There's the luge to do, which is the skyline, the luge and gondola. There's so many places to eat that are so nice. Ferg Burger is a highlight, as well as Ferg Bakery and Mrs. Ferg. There's so many good places to eat. I could talk about it forever. I just love it. It's so hard to explain without ever being there, but it's such a nice place to go. Me and Finn went at Christmas as we wanted to go somewhere which we enjoyed, and yeah, we just feel at peace there and we just love it so much. And every person that goes there always goes, yeah, I really like Queenstown. When some of our friends went and they said it was really good, we were like, okay, we always hear that. And then we went and we were like, sold, we love it. It can be expensive, don't get me wrong, but it's so nice to spend a few days there, and I cannot wait to go there again. So those are my favourite places that we've been to in the South Island. I feel like I've listed off a lot of places. I mean, there's other places you can go as well, like Hamner Springs. We spent a couple of days there and there's still things to do there. In Vikaga we've never been. There's places we haven't discovered yet, and probably little hidden gems. And I probably haven't even mentioned like Methven where we've lived, but there's so much to do, so much to see, and we've just absolutely loved our time here in the South Island of New Zealand. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope you've kind of heard about our favourite places, and this is my own opinion. These are the best places, this is just my opinion. But let me know if you've been to any of these places, or if there's any other places to discover. Please let me know and comment down below. But if you did enjoy this, give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.